I have to say, I do love it how everybody can have a bit of a catch up at the beginning of the class. It's great. It might be, maybe it's supposed to be a quiet space, but it's still nice to have everybody catching up. A happy space, yeah, which is what it's all about. Right, on that note, let's begin our practice. Yeah. So just make sure that you're in a comfortable seated position and you can cross your legs the opposite way, just so we bring in that mindfulness into the beginning of the practice. Okay, so let's either have the right hand in the left palm, thumb slightly touching, or backs of the hands on the thighs, index finger, thumb touching. So eyes closed, and let's just begin to draw our attention from the external world into our internal world, into our breath, into our body, into all the things that are really important, our well-being. So let's just breathe into that. Breathing into the belly, bringing in the lightness, the space, the energy, lifting the prana, the life force, and settling comfortably into your body, into the space. So remember that this is your time to step out from the external world, have a break, and move into your internal world. So every time you get on your mat, this is where the journey begins, or the adventure begins. And remember that you always have your mat. So whenever you feel like you just need to ground down a little bit, become a little bit more present, then roll your mat out and jump on it and see what happens. So let's start to listen to the sound of our breath. Notice the quality of the breath. How does it sound? Does it sound smooth? Does it sound a little bit short, perhaps shallow? And just do a little scan through your body, starting from your facial muscles, relaxing your eye muscles, jaw muscles, just moving your awareness through your body, neck and shoulders, chest, diaphragm, lungs, belly. And any areas that feel tense, use your exhalation, your rachaka, to release that tension, to let go. And use your inhalation to create space. And where there's space, there's lightness, and the energy can flow freely in this space. Wherever there's tension, there's not much space, and the energy gets blocked. So let's just do a few rounds of box breathing. So you're going to breathe in for, say, a count of 5. You might start with 5. You're going to hold for 5. You're going to exhale for 5, and you're going to hold for 5. Or it might be 8 or 10. So just a few rounds. Sam, if you need to sit against the wall for a bit of extra support. Okay. The main thing is that when we practice pranayama or any sort of breathing techniques, the main thing is that we don't stress the breath, because otherwise we're basically doing what we shouldn't be doing. We're sort of agitating the mind a little bit, creating tension. So make sure that your breathing techniques, whatever you do, are relaxed, not strained, stressed, forced. And let's bring the palms together in front of our Anahata chakra, taking a nice deep inhale here. Namaste, everybody. Okay, let's come forwards onto the hands and knees. So just clear your mats, spread through the fingers, and let's just start to move organically here. So we're just going to start to take the torso round in nice wide circles, moving slowly, fluidly, getting into the shoulders, the spine, of course, the hips, letting the head relax as well. And just checking in with our backs. And let's go around in the opposite direction. Just moving nice and freely here. And then let's just start to get it into the hips a little bit. So rolling through the hips, taking them out to the side, forwards, Good. So don't think too much about what we're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be doing. You're just supposed to be moving organically. So check in with that organic feeling. Let your body be the guide. And let's move around in the opposite direction. And then when we come forwards here, just gradually begin to work into the hips, lower back. So you might even just move the weight from one hand to the other, just lifting out of the shoulders, just gently coming into cobra, checking in with your lumbar. Back into a neutral position. So let's squeeze the buttocks. Legs are working a little bit as well. And we're actively lifting out of the chest and lifting out of the lumbar. And that's why we want to engage the buttocks, which is going to help to create a little bit of space through the lower back. Good. And then draw the belly button back. So imagine somebody's pulling you back through your belly button. And we tuck the toes under and we place the buttocks on the heel, stretching out the toes. And let's inhale, round through the spine. So stretch out through the upper back. Toes pointing away, roll the shoulders back, squeezing the buttocks, gently looking forwards or up, long neck. Draw the belly button back, tuck the toes under, buttocks on the heels. And let's do it 2 more times, rolling up. Squeezing the buttocks and draw the belly button back, tuck the toes under. Good. And 1 more. Lifting out of the chest. And then on the exhale, we're going to come down to the floor. And then come up, cobra. And then come down. And you can choose if you want to come up on the inhale or exhale. Again, tune in, do what comes naturally. And exhale. Or inhale. Whoops, and up. And down. Good. 1 more. Let's go. Up. Tuck the toes under. Buttocks to the ceiling. Pushing back. Grounding down through the hands. And let's stretch out through the arms. Neck is long. Bend the legs, Jasper. And now let's walk the legs out on the spot. So we shift through the hips. Loosening up here. Okay, let's bend the legs again. So we're going to try and get the rolling happening through the spine, which can be a little bit challenging. So let's see how we go. So we lift the heels up, we roll forward. So rounding, rounding, rounding. And then when we come or bring the shoulders over the wrists, we bend the legs and we take the tail back first and then up to the ceiling. Again, rounding forwards, bend the legs, tail to the ceiling. So once you've got the first couple, then you can start to move a little bit faster and try and really get that rolling motion through the spine. And don't worry if it feels a bit awkward. That's normal. If it's doing your head in a little bit, then just, again, move organically. Freestyle. Freestyle, roll. 2 more. And now when we come forwards, roll over the toes and let's lift into upward dog. So if you are coming into upward dog, the heels are turned in, so they're not flopping out to the side, and we're lifting out of the chest. If it's too strong, the knees are on the floor. And then draw the belly button back again, downward dog. And step the right foot forwards in between the hands. Back knee can be on the floor. Let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, belly on the thigh, chest up. Arms back. Inhale, reach them forwards. Exhale, back. If it's too much, knee on the floor, reach forwards and back. So belly stays on the thigh. Inhale, chest up and back. Inhale, make sure the front knee is facing forwards. Exhale. Good, keep going. Exhale. 2 more. Enjoy the breath and back. 1 more. And place the hands down. Let's step back, bring this right leg back, turn the hip up, point the toes. And now stretch the leg up to the ceiling. Touch the ceiling with your toes and bend the leg again. Yep. And then stretch it up to the ceiling, relaxing the head and bend. Stretch up and bend. 1 more. Stretch it up. Now keep it up, flex the foot and come into plank position. So you can either have the leg on the floor here, the knee on the floor, or both legs off the floor. Chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and back into downward dog. Left foot, step it forwards. Inhale, reach up, shoulders soft. Exhale, belly on the thigh, chest up, arms back. Inhale, forwards and back. Forwards. Alex, just watch that front knee. Make sure it's facing forwards. Inhale and back. Inhale, jam and lower down a bit and back. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Nice breathing. 2 more. 1, inhale. 2, inhale. And place the hands down. Let's bring this front foot back, turn the hip up, work the right heel down towards the floor. And let's stretch the leg up to the ceiling and bend the leg. Stretch it up and bend and stretch and bend. And 1 more, stretch up. Good. And bend. Okay, now stretch it up and shift into plank position. Flex the foot. So place that right knee on the floor if it's too strong. Chaturanga. Both feet on the floor. Rolling over the toes, bringing the hips forwards if you're on your knees. Good. And then back into downward dog. Good. Stay here, working the heels down, powering into the hands. Rest if you need to. Long spine. Take an inhale. Next exhale, jump or step, both feet to the hands. Inhale, let's lift up to halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, we fold forward. Do it again. Inhale, feet are together, chin down. Exhale. Arms wide, bend the legs, coming up, pushing down as we embrace the breath. And we come back to our center. Surya Namaskar. Inhale. Following the breath, exhale, bow down. Inhale, lift you up to halfway, chin down. Choose your option. Roll, step back. Vinyasa. If you're not sure, follow me. Straight legs or knees to the floor. Up, cobra, and downward dog. Go. Right foot, let's step it forwards. Reach up. Back leg strong. Exhale. Straight into plank this time. Right leg can be on the floor or off the floor. If you're not sure, knees to the floor, come down. Cobra. And back into downward dog. And we step the left foot forwards. Push into that foot, reach the arms up. Exhale, straight into plank again, or knees to the floor. Chaturanga. Cobra, and back into downward dog, or rest in child's pose. Relaxing the shoulders. Yes, relax the head. Bum, bum, bum. So if your heels are on the floor, you can walk them back a little bit further. Okay, let's bend the legs, jump or step, both feet to the hands. Inhale, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, let's fold forwards. Coming up, pushing down, we reach up, we grab that energy and we draw it back down through our center. Let's do it again. Flow, bowing down, exhale. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Chin down, choose your option, roll, step. Follow me if you're not sure. Right foot, step it forwards. Reach up. Mindful movements. Exhale. Plank, leg up or on the floor again. You can choose, or both knees on the floor. So if it's too strong, with both legs or both knees off the floor, then place both knees on the floor. Left foot, step it forwards. Reach up. Good. Exhale. Straight into plank again. Straight legs or knees to the floor. Let's flow, elbows in, rolling over the toes and rolling back. Good. Getting that breath, body connection. Jump or step, both feet to the hands. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Bend the legs this time. Brush the fingertips across the floor. Reach the arms out as you shift the weight back. So let's lower the hands down. Check in with our shoulders. And then when you're ready, reaching the arms forwards, stopping at that point. Actually, you'll probably feel, right there, Nick? You'll probably feel when you start to feel your shoulders changing or tensing, just lower the arms a little bit. Good. Take the arms out to the side. Open the chest. Strong arms. High five your neighbor. Don't pull them off center. I'd be too tempted if I was in the middle. All right, bring the hands forwards again. So we're rolling those shoulder blades into the back, and let's open the arms. Good, sending the energy out, and we bring the hands shoulder width apart. Two more, reach out. Good, nice and open. Forwards. And one more, reach out. Take the hands behind the back, and let's fold over, interlace fingers. So stretch out the legs here. Just gently roll the shoulders around a little bit. Bend the legs, release the hands, brush the fingertips. Now we twist. So let's twist to the right. Palms together, peel the top shoulder back, and let's lift the chest off the thighs. Knees are even. We look sideways, up or down. Keeping the weight into the heels, hips. Okay, release the hands here. Now you can either rest here, or those of you who have lots of energy, roll back, rock up, cross your shin bones, jumping into chaturanga or stepping into plank. And then moving through Vinyasa. Keeping the elbows close to the body. If you just went through a Vinyasa, jump or step, both feet to the hands, hips high. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forwards. Bend the legs, brush the fingertips across the floor, shifting the weight back, shoulders down again. And we twist to the left. Palms together, peeling back through the top shoulder. And keeping both knees even here. So that other knee, the right knee, tends to pop forwards. Feet are even. Opening up through the chest, side of the waist. Yeah, a little bit more here. And lengthen here. Good. All right, slowly, slowly, a little bit longer. Okay, and then releasing, hanging forwards or rolling back. If you're not sure about the roll, you can follow me. Roll back, cross the shin bones as you come up, and you're either stepping into plank position, you're not jumping, or downward dog, and then you can choose if you want to go through a Vinyasa or not. And downward dog. All right. Right foot forwards in between the hands. Now from here, we're going to take this left leg up to the ceiling, and we're going to fold over this right leg. So you can take the right hand behind the calf muscle, and you can pull yourself gently in as you take the left leg up to the ceiling. So it's like you're doing splits in the air. Yep, turn the hip up. Yep, try and get that foot to the ceiling. First one that touches the ceiling gets a free yoga mat. Oh, bugger. Strong leg. Come on, Megan. Okay, now let's, with control, come up to standing. So we keep the left foot off the floor. We place the left foot. Yeah. Smoothly and gracefully. Hands in namaste. So flex that left foot. Shoulders over the hips. Inhale, reach the hands up. So that right leg needs to be bent, otherwise the leg's just going to slip off. Exhale, bowing down. Now you might take the hands to the floor or a block, or you might rest the shin bone, the forearms on the shin bone. So the lower you can sink your hips, the stronger the stretch is going to be in the buttock. Keeping that point of focus. So try and bend that left leg, right leg as much as you can. Nice. Twisting. So the next step here is to twist to the right. So we take this left arm as far over to the right as we can, palms together, and we peel the top shoulder back. Or not. No pressure. And then we release down. You can choose your option. Hang out here, roll back, step back. Only jump back if you can stay low to the floor. Otherwise, you're stepping back. Elbows in, elbows in, elbows in, just bar, elbows in. Okay, what foot? Left foot. Let's take the left foot forwards and take that right leg up to the ceiling, point the toes, and we walk the hands back and we fold over that left leg. Stretch up as high as you can through that right leg. Stretch it out. Straight leg, Grant. Yes, that's it. Turning the hip up. Nice, Gemma. Okay, with control and grace, we come up. Palms together, placing the right foot above the left knee. Flex the right foot. And then we inhale, we reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Sinking the hips down, either resting the forearms on the shin bone or hands on a block or floor, or we can twist. Finding that point of balance. All right, choose our option. Fall out gracefully or roll back. Bringing the lightness into your vinyasas. Okay, now from here, we jump both feet lightly just behind the hands. Okay, now there's a couple of options. First option, you can come into a squat. So if you need to lift your heels up, then feel free, or you can place a blanket underneath the heels. So eventually you want the feet flat and parallel. Palms are together and we lift out of the chest, crown of the head. This is the first step. Second step, coming into Bakasana. So we spread through the fingers. Now, if you're a little bit wobbly and the chances are reasonably possible for you to fall forwards, I don't want to set you up, then grab a blanket and have it about here. Okay, so if you do land forwards, it's going to be a soft landing-ish. Okay, so from here, let's play around. If you're coming into this position, if you're quite happy in the squat, you stay in the squat for another few breaths. Those of you who are happy to try and balance, you might start with one foot off, see how that feels, other foot off, see how that feels, and then maybe both feet off, big toes together. Bakasana. Like I said, blanket or cushion. So calming up those of you who are in the balance, 5 breaths, and Megan, come forwards. And if you are, nice Sam, doing a bit of a 3-point headstand there. Now, those of you who are in this balancing pose, you can, next step, if you're in the balance, I want you to stay low and lightly jump back and move through Vinyasa. Without a sound. Okay, if you're in the squat, you might just stretch out, step back. Gemma, come on, you can jump back. Yeah, come on. Erin, did you try and jump back? Halfway is good. Come on, Gemma. Chaturanga, chaturanga. Jump, jump. Practice, practice. Okay, all right. 1 foot off at a time. Yeah. How do you practice without face planting? Take 1 foot off at a time. No, not when you jump back. You just got to, sometimes, well, actually, often the mind is our obstacle. It complicates things. So sometimes we just need to, because you can all do chaturangas. So sometimes you just need to spring back without thinking. Just do it. That's it. Nike, just do it. The tick. Right. So we're either hanging forwards here, or we're in downward dog, or vinyasa. Okay, so just come to the knees for a moment, and we're going to take, just so you can see, because you'll all be facing the back wall, we're going to take the right leg over and we're going to come down onto the floor. And then from this point, we're going to lift up, reaching the arm out to the side and down. 5 times. So let's take the right leg over. If it's too strong for you, and come down onto the floor. So the left leg straight, right leg bent. So come onto the floor, let's rest and we'll do it together. So if 5 is too much, then do 2 or 1. And if it's too much for anyone with that left shoulder, then come onto your back and lift the hips up 5 times. Okay, if it's too much weight through that left shoulder. God, everyone's just going, aren't they? Okay, quick, let's go. Up. It's a rush. And down, that's 1. 4 more. Lift up on the toes of your right foot and down, that's 2. 3. Fire away. And down. 2 more. And up. Left leg straight and down. And 1 more. Opening through the back. And now take this top hand to the floor, downward dog, kicking into that right leg. Now take this right leg, you can rest here, or take the right leg to the left. Turn the left foot sideways, reach the left arm up. Feel free to take hold of that right foot or keep it on the floor. Or rest in child's pose if it's all too much. Good. Okay, now let's come back. Choose your option. Flow through vinyasa or rest again, downward dog or child's pose. Okay, so we know what we're doing on the other side. So when you're ready, let's take this left leg, turn the hip up, drop it lightly to the floor and come onto the buttocks. Rest. And let's do it all together. So right leg straight, left leg bent. Watch out for water bottles. Okay, let's go. 5 times. Lift up. Arm out to the side and down. That's 1. And up. Big breath. Good. And down. That's 2. 3 more. Hips high. And down. 2 more. And down. Last 1. Hips up. Now we take the hand back to the floor, downward dog, kicking into that left leg. Good. Now take it across to the right, either keeping it on the floor or we take hold of the foot and we stretch it out. Okay, choose your option, flow through vinyasa or rest in child's pose. All right, right foot forwards. Reach up. And let's twist, Pavrita Parsvakonasana. Palms together, first step. Second step, hand on the floor or block. Third step, full bind. Peeling back through the shoulder, kicking into that back leg. Nick, Pavrita. Pavrita Parsvakonasana. Twist, twist, that way. Don't follow Nick. The whole front line then, Nick. She leads people astray. Now, place the knee on the floor. Place the knee on the floor first, and then get into it. So if you want to try the bind, back knee on the floor first. Yep, get your balance, get a little bit of space. Then if you feel stable, look down at the floor and you might take the knee off the floor or not. Okay. Okay, let's release here. Now from here, we're going to come straight into plank. So you can either have this left knee on the floor if it's too much, or keep the knee off the floor. And we're going to let this right knee hang. And we take it round in circles. Getting into the hip joint. Taking it nice and wide. If it's too much, left knee on the floor. Back in the opposite direction. Tropics. And let's shoot that leg back. And step the right foot forwards in between the hands. So we're on this left hand, left fingertips. Now we twist towards the right leg a little bit. Top arm up, so same direction as before. Now this time we come into Parsvakonasana. So we bring the right hand down, we brace the arm against the leg. We shuffle that back foot back. So if we drew a line from our front heel, it's going to cut that back foot in half. And then we open up through the front of the body. So you can either keep the hand on the floor or you can bind. And that back leg is strong, arch lifted, opening through the chest. Leaning back, Erin, towards the floor. Towards the floor. Yeah, the roof. All right, let's release out of the pose. Choose your option, step back, step forwards, roll, rest. Okay, so now let's come into Pavrita, Parsvakonasana, left foot. Back knee can be on or off the floor, reach up. And let's twist over the left thigh. Palms together, peel the top shoulder back, kick into that back heel. Good. So choose your option. Stay here or hand on the floor or block, top arm up or full bind. So whatever you did on the other side, try and do it on this side. Shoulders away from the ears, Mimi. Good. Power in that back leg, Sam. And grunt. Okay, let's come out. So right knee on the floor or off. And let's just bring this left knee, let's let it hang and take the foot or the knee round in circles. And back in the opposite direction. And let's shoot it back, kick into the heel, and step it forwards again. Placing the right fingers on the floor, inhale, take the left arm up. Twisting, twisting to the left, that's all right. Just give Jasper the hairy eyeball. If he's doing it wrong. Okay, top hand to the floor, let's brace the arm against the leg, keep it out. We shuffle that back foot back and we open up through that right hand. Working the back edge of that back foot, full bind if you did on the other side. So if you drew a line from your front heel, it's going to cut that back foot in half. So if you drew a line, it's going to cut that back foot in half. So your arch more, back more, it's going to cut here, back that way. Yeah. Okay. Got it? And then let's release down. Choose your option. Step back, step forwards, rest or roll. So it's quite nice to do lots of vinyasa when you feel like it, when you've got the energy to do it, because that's when the fluidity, you can keep connecting to the fluidity of your practice, the flow, and it's not going to happen every session. Right. It's like a hot yoga class, isn't it? No, do you know what? They don't open. We can't open them. Do you believe me? Good. Good. Okay, downward dog. And let's come down onto the knees. Onto the forearms, interlace fingers, little fingers side straight. Elbows underneath the shoulders, so we push down and forwards here. And we're going to bend the legs, pushing back. Now, you either stay here. Those of you who would like to kick up into forearm balance, you're only going to kick up if you feel stable and if you've done it before. I can spot you as well. And you can also go to the wall. So don't kick up. If you have never done this before, don't kick up. It happens. So if you would like a spot, take one leg up and I'll spot you. Or you can go to the wall like Nick and kick up. Awesome. Okay, kicking up. Good, flex the feet, flex the feet. Yes. Now lift out of the shoulders, so you're pushing down to lift up. That's it. Leaning back. Yeah. Good. Okay, like I said, go Gemma. If you'd like a spot, let me know. Yes. Let's move your mat along. Because you don't want to be slipping on your floor. Okay. I'll help you. What leg are you going to take up? Okay, ready? Go. Kick. Yep. Now, those of you who aren't kicking up, you can walk the feet back and come into forearm plank, or you can rest in child's pose. Feet together, feet together. Yep, flex the feet. Yes. Good. Nice. You got it. Good. Come down. Yep. Good. So if you're in forearm plank, hips shoulder height. Squeeze the buttocks and just check in with your hips. So just making sure, that's pretty good, that one hip is not twisting or dropping down. Squeeze the buttocks. Good. Remember that gold coin. Don't want to lose it. Yeah, you might need it. Squeeze, hold. Sam, get those hips up. Yeah, good. Go, Nick. Okay. And then rest if you like, or if you're quite happy to stay up, stay up. Good, pushing down to lift up. Nice. Awesome. Go. There you go. Tiny little bit. Tiny little bit. I know. Just a little. Oh, that's breezy. Maybe I'll close that one a little bit. All right. Let's take the knees wide. Big toes together. So take the knees as wide as you can. And let's just walk the hands forwards. You might roll a little bit from side to side. Just settling yourself into a nice forward fold. Relaxing the shoulders, belly. And now let's bend this right arm, and we're just going to walk the left arm around to the right. Now with this left arm stretched out, we're going to lean into that left shoulder. And we take it down towards the floor. Yeah. Breathing into the left side of your waist and shoulder. Sam taking the shoulder down towards the floor. Yeah. And now let's walk the hands, body round to the left. Bend this left arm, reach out through the right hand, and then lean that right shoulder to the floor. letting the body move or letting the breath move the body. And let's walk the hands back, stretch out, get as much length as you can. Now let's bring the hands back. Bring the knees towards each other. And we're going to lean back. So some of you might just lean back a little bit. Some of you might go a little bit higher, right onto the toes. See how you go? Just stretch out the toes, front of the feet, ankles. And then release here. Bring the hands forwards, bring the knees forwards, and roll back over onto the buttocks. Let's place the hands behind us first of all. Ooh. And lift the right leg up. Left leg up. Lift out of the chest. So this is the first step here. Some of you will be quite happy just to tap each heel. Tap. This might be enough. Those of you who can go further, stretch the arms forwards, and then tap. And then tap. Good. And if you'd like to go further, we reach past the feet or to the feet, and then we kick the feet away and we begin to lean back. And then we reach past the feet. So you've got three options. Make sure you choose whatever option supports your back. Inhale, slow and steady. Exhale. If it's too much, come back to one of the first options. What was that, Karen? Is this your favorite one, did you say? Karen asked for this one tonight, everybody. And reach. Five more. Check in with your back. Come on, Dean. Five more. One. Two. Three. Welcome back, Lauren. Two more. Four. Reach. And five. One more. And let's take hold of the feet, everybody. And roll back. And rock up, catch your balance, holding the feet if you can. It's quite a little bit challenging, this one. See how you go though. Roll back and rock up. Good. Try and keep the heels off the floor. One more. Roll back, rock up. Okay, now let's stretch the legs. Yeah, I know it is. That's what I thought when I did it. Okay. Legs wide, lifting up. So if it's too much, just bend the legs, or you might hold on to the legs. Knees. Good. Lifting out of the chest. Good. And then slowly roll back onto your backs and stay on your back. Okay. Feet parallel on the floor. So what's a good counter pose for core? Yeah. Neck wants back bends. Okay. Feet parallel. Okay. And let's do half back bend first. So let's create a hollow, and then on the exhale, flatten the back, and let's lift the hips up. And we roll the shoulders underneath. If you can interlace the fingers behind the back and buttocks, then do. Good. And try and get the feet parallel. Yep. Because then when the feet are parallel, Your hips are going to be more balanced. Take the feet a little bit wider. Yes. Breathing, stretching out the tummy, especially after the core. Heel out a little bit, just the heel. Working that one. Yeah, perfect. Heel out a little bit. Yep, and that one. Heel out, Lauren. And the other one. That's actually not too bad, the other one. Feet a little bit wider, team. Okay, stretch up. Nice. And then let's come down. Rest for a moment. Okay, 3 more. You can choose. Half, full, up to you. So when you're ready, let's go. 3 more. If you're in full, relaxing the head. If you're in half, hips up. Nice, Karen. Nice, Sam, Nick, and come down. Rest for a moment. Just feeling the effects of your back bend, Urdhva Dhanurasana. And let's get excited and come up for the second one. Half or full. Let's go. Breathe. Really get that breath into the body. Nice, Alex. And let's come down, rest for a moment. Lucky last. Half or full, don't think about it for too long. Let's go. Last one. Make some noise if you want to. Ah, don't hold back. Ah. Everyone's so reserved. Be unpolite. Okay, let's go. Hips up. Oh, straight arms. Yes. Good. Relax the head. Nice deep breaths. Yes, good. And then bring the chin into the chest and gently come down. Nice. Okay, coming down, rest. Nearly Shavasana. Oh, Megan, you're in Shavasana already, aren't you? Do you know how sweet this Shavasana is going to be? We're not going to be able to get you out of the room. So let's just rest, keep the feet on the floor. Just let the effects wash over you. You might even feel a little bit of a buzz of energy. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together. So Baddha Konasana on the back. And now we're going to roll to the left. So we place the knees together and we bring the right hand over onto the left palm. Now from here, I'd like you to draw a circle around the top of your body with your index finger all the way over the top, out to the right. Keeping the knees together if you can. And then across the thigh and back onto the palm. And again. Drawing that big circle Cross the thigh. Palms together. 2 more.